Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode of Fallout 3. Alright, before we get started,
Did you know the human...
let's make sure Moira has repaired all of our equipment. Okay. Let's see if she has any ammo for our weapon. She does not, like always. Alright. Well, let's go. We're gonna get right out of here. Let me see something real quick. We have 6 scrap metal, so let's give it to the guy while we're here in Megaton. We are gonna do a mission today, guys. I was stuck for a second. We're gonna do a mission today.
What do you need? Well,
And today's mission is basically we're going back to Vault 101. So what we're going to do, let's fast travel to Vault 101. Let's go right up to the store. We're going to go to our radio and listen to the Vault 101 frequency.
This is an automated distress message from Vault Tech. Vault 101. Message begins.
It feels like you left home a long time ago, but I know you're still out there. I just hope you're still alive to hear this. Things got worse after you left. My father's gone mad with power. If you can hear this, please stop looking for your dad and help stop mine. I changed the door password to my name. If you're hearing this, and if you still care enough to help me, you should remember it.
Message repeats. This is an automated
Alright then. And the quest is Trouble on the Homefront. Before we do anything, guys, we're gonna have Dogmeat and Fox wait right here. Well, actually, we could just send them to Vault 101, but stay here. And you too, Fox.
You have something to say?
Fox, you are so close to me, I can smell your bad breath. Oh my goodness gracious, look at that face. A mother would not love that face. His face looks like it got hit by a semi, dragged 100 feet on the ground, and left to rot in the hot sun for 3 days. Goodness gracious. Anyway, dude, I'm gonna need you to wait here.
If you insist, but do be careful. I can hardly repay your kindness while waiting back here.
Holy smokes, Fox. I don't know, man. Alright, well, let's go back in there. And here we are, back at Vault 101. Fantastic. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to come in here. We're going to notice that there are a couple guys who died. Unfortunately, Jim Wilkins. And there is a thing there. And we have this guy here. You come right to him and get a free stealth boy. Okay. Now we're going to come right through here. And
Stop right there. I don't know how you got in here, but... Hold on. Wait a minute. It's you! I hardly recognized you with all the dust and grime from out there. Guess that explains how you got that door open. You've got more experience with it than most everyone down here combined.
we are greeted by Officer Gomez. We're not going to beat around the bush. I need to talk with Amada.
Amada's message. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd keep that under your hat for her sake. She could get in real trouble if people found out she sent you a message. So could I, just for talking with you now. Maybe. She isn't the only one, that's for sure. Ever since last night, it's been madness down here. Nothing but trouble.
Let's ask about the trouble. What happened down here since I left?
Everything went crazy is what happened. Your dad opened that door. Bugs started attacking, and people started going crazy. When the smoke cleared, there were a lot of casualties and not many answers. Didn't help that our doctor just left either. I'm sorry to hear that. Regardless of how things turned out down here, he was a good friend. I always figured he'd do well outside. Matter of fact, a lot of folks started thinking he had the right idea. He usually did. So, if it was safe out there, why stay down here forever? Well, the Overseer didn't like that one bit and started cracking down on that sort of thought. Guess he didn't plan on you coming back. I probably ought to put you under arrest and take you into the Overseer, but frankly, I know better than to try that. Meanwhile, some of your old friends think opening the vault is a good idea. I bet those rebels would like a word with you, now more than ever. Of course, if you want, you can just walk away as if you were never here. Out of respect for your dad, I won't even tell anyone I saw you. I guess you've had a lot on your mind since you were here last. Where do you want to go?
You can have him lead you to either one, but let's still go see Amada first.
Okay, follow me.
Now let's take this long walk to go see Amada. There isn't a lot of fighting in this episode, guys, so if you're looking for an action-packed episode, I don't think you're going to find it here. But Trouble on the Homefront, basically, this mission is about trying to resolve the troubles of Vault 101 since we left. There are two sides. One wants to close the vault forever. The other side wants to, open it up to trade and things like that and explore and this, that, and the third. Which I think is a good idea because of the fact that, Megaton is right there, so.
Wait here. This doesn't look good.
You know I can't do that, Freddy. Now get back down below before I have to do something we'll both regret.
What? You gonna lock me up like you did to Brotch? You can't cage a tunnel snake, man, because we rule.
Stay back!
Taylor, stop shooting, damn it!
Don't you know enough to stay away?
You almost shot Freddy.
I didn't mean to fire. I really didn't. I just wanted to scare him off. But he had a knife. I can't be too careful with those rebels.
You can ask these people about the rebels. They're just going to say that they're all a bunch of crazy kids and everything like that. But we can get the information from him first.
I tell you, I'm scared of them. I never know when they're going to try something dangerous. I lost my poor wife Agnes is what happened. And all the chaos and fighting, her old ticker just couldn't take it anymore.
Basically, each NPC that you talk to, they're all named, by the way. They'll tell you something about the rebels or about whatever, and then you can ask what happened down there, and basically that's all the same stuff. They lost someone died, chaos ensued, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to look at that, guys, you're more than welcome to, but for the sake of time of the video, we'll have to go.
Yes, you do.
Oh, wow, thanks for saying that, buddy. Wow, Okay, let's go back to Gomez.
I guess you can see how bad things are down here. Sorry, where were we going?
Amada. Let's go to Amada.
As chance would have it, she was one of the first people to talk about life outside the vault after you left. No surprise. She always did like you. I hope you can talk some sense into her. Or maybe the two of you can come up with some other plan. Just be careful about it.
And the Overseer is watching us. Oh, work is work, but the Overseer is watching us from his Overseer window. Kind of ominous if you ask me, but Are we going? Alright, let's go, dude. Come on. Put our Pip-Boy on. It's kind of dark down here. For whatever reason.
Leave me alone.
There's, I think it's Butch's mom, right? We could talk to these people if we want to, but I'm not, like I said, guys, I'm not gonna, it's too much to deal with. We talk to Stanley.
Why
We do
won't
like
you
Stanley.
just leave us alone? You've done enough damage.
Bro, I was called to be here. Calm down.
Amada's up there. Amada's up there. In the clinic with the rest of them. I took him close.
Damn. Look who's come waltzing back into the vault. It takes some real balls coming back here after everything you and your dad screwed up. But if you've got to be back, might as well make yourself useful. You gotta help us.
What kind of help? As if we should ever help Butch again.
What sort of help do you think I mean? You must have heard about the changes since you left, right? The deaths, the lies, the whole overseer lockdown thing? Ringing any bells? Man, they'd have rushed in here long ago if they didn't know I stole one of their guns from when they issued martial law. Anyway, you gotta help us get out of here. You gotta help me get out of here.
Don't worry, I'm gonna try to help the entire vault.
Man, screw the entire vault. What about me? Even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy trading and stuff. I just want to get the hell out of here for good. Why stay here and be stuck as a barber for my entire life when I could go out there and make my own choices?
You can ask him what happened that night too, and he'll tell you the same thing.
I heard old Stanley complaining a lot of the stuff down in the reactor got fried pretty bad. Nothing too bad, yet. But he's always worrying we'll lose air filtration or whatever. Of course, if that happened, guess we'd all have to leave the vault then, huh?
You can also ask him what you can do in the vault. By the way, that option allows you to sabotage Vault 101. What do you do in the vault, Butch?
The damn goat said I'm supposed to be a hairdresser, but that ain't me. I'm a barber, you got that? There's a difference.
Oh man, can you give me a haircut?
Sure, fine.
He
Whatever.
sure can, and he'll give you a haircut, you know, for free and everything like that. But that's besides the point. Why should I help you, Butch?
Because you've always been a goody two-shoes. So when I need help, it's what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna help Amada anyway, right? Just make it so we can leave the vault, and I'll leave and never bother you again.
And what do you think you're going to do on the outside?
I'll start a gang.
Of course he's going to start a gang.
Why, it'll be the toughest, coolest, badassest gang the Wasteland's ever seen. Hey, play your cards right, maybe I'll even let you join it, huh? Yeah, but I'm thinking it'll be a new gang. We ain't gonna just be in tunnels, you know. Besides, there's gonna be a lot more people who want to join. Competition's gonna be tough.
Alright, we've exhausted his dialogue. That's really all he has to say.
Catch you later. Maybe.
Alright, let's go see Amada. Amada is right in here.
Oh my god, you're back! You got my message and actually came back. Oh, thank you! Everything's gone crazy since you left, and now that you're back, you can help set things straight. I just wish we could have saved more people. Jonas and the Hannons and so many others died that night. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then, I found out it was all to protect a lie. I found out the vault wasn't always closed. They've lied to us about it for our entire lives. After that night, I heard Wally's father say we should never have taken you or your dad into the vault. I found out the vault used to be open, but for some reason, they closed it off when we were babies and swore to hide that it had ever happened. But keeping that lie meant Jonas's death. And even though we know the truth, the Overseer still won't let us make our own decisions. You're absolutely right. It's not like we want to abandon the vault or anything. Well, Butch does, but he's too big a coward to go out on his own. Most of us had accepted that the outside was certain death, and things would always stay the same down here. But now we know they don't have to be. After all, it was enough to get you and your dad to leave, so there must be something good out there. I just don't know. Maybe he thinks he's protecting us, but all he's really doing is condemning us. I thought parents were supposed to want a better world for their children. Well, There's a new world waiting right outside that door, and we're not going to give up until we can reach it.
Don't say this, guys. I mean, you can change your mind, but this isn't... We don't want to, like, lock ourselves out of the mission. Just don't bother saying this. Just, you know, talking to her about it. I think I have a solution for the Vault's troubles.
I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this.
You could tell her either one, but you could just say, I'll stop your father. Just watch.
You will? Thank goodness for that. No matter what I say, he just doesn't listen. He just spends all day up in his office. But you've actually been outside, so you can tell him what it's like with first-hand experience. Just, please don't do anything rash or hurt him, alright?
So you could just say this, you know, just you don't want to kill him.
I should have remembered. I was just worried. I don't know, maybe your time outside had changed you. Thanks, and good luck talking to him. Let me know when you change his mind.
Okay. At this point, guys, I've had some issues, so I'm going to save right here. For whatever reason, the Overseer turns hostile to me when he sees us or whatever. So I kind of looked up a guide, because I used to think that he would, what's it called? Let's see. There we go. We got to go back to Officer Gomez.
Leave me alone.
Yeah? Where to?
Now you want to ask him to see the Overseer.
I hope you know what you're doing. I don't think he's going to be happy to see you. Follow close to me and I'll escort you down to him.
So, this is the second time me trying to record this. I was not happy with the results of the, what's it called? The last video, or, well, not the video, but my recording. Basically, there is a officer who's going to attack us, and we kill him, of course, but the Overseer was right around the corner for some reason, and then started attacking us outright, and I could have sworn you were able to talk to him and convince him and stuff like that. And when that occurred and everything like that, I was like, oh my goodness, like, I really thought you could talk to him. So like I said, I looked up a guide, and this is a better way, because I didn't ask Officer Gomez to escort me. Last time I just kind of ran upstairs, so I'm thinking and I'm hoping this is the right way. So, we shall see.
Well, I see you've returned.
What?
Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland, are you? Given up looking for Daddy? Thought you could just slink back in like a teen missing curfew? Well, that's too bad. You have no future in this vault. You're tainted.
Hey guys. Psst, hey. Remember when I said that this was the weirdest playthrough I've ever had? And I'm so glad that I'm recording it. It's so wonderful I'm recording it. Anyway. Alright, so we're just going to talk to him about this stuff. Try not to make him too mad. I know a lot of these do seem like they're pretty bad. Do not do that one. There's a reason for it in the end. Alright, just talk to him.
I assume you're talking about the unpleasantness when you left? Yes? Jonas and your father were endangering the future success of this vault and the safety of its residents. I did what I had to do to keep them from destroying all we had achieved here. I only wish I could have prevented it from happening at all. Spoken like someone who's never had to make difficult decisions. Like someone who's never had to lead. Jonas was leaving with your father. Their departure would lead to others leaving as well. And before you know it, half of the vault would be gone. And then, our home, the last safe, pure bastion of humanity, would be reduced to a lonely handful of aging holdouts, too few to continue. I'm afraid you're the short-sighted one here. I'm simply keeping them safe and untouched by the war above. The real danger are the rebels and insurgents who insist on risking all of our lives just to die out there in the wastes. If they weren't trying to throw our lives away like that, we could go back to the peaceful life we once had. Everyone would be happy again. I just don't know. Don't they realize how dangerous it is out there? But instead, they would throw away the safety of the vault's isolation just to follow in your footsteps. I can't allow them to do that to themselves or to the rest of us.
Let's just say I believe I have a solution to the vault's problems, just like you talked to Amada.
To fix what you started? Go ahead and humor me.
Don't pick this one because, again, you kill him. You can say the rebels are right. You need to open the vault.
Oh, do you? What makes you think you know how better to protect this vault?
I am going to show you a way to do this mission for both sides, actually. For now, just do, I'll find a way to convince you, but both Amada and the Overseer, if you have, like, really good speech skills, you can literally do this with a speech check and don't have to do it, but I'm going to show you some stuff. So you can just be like, I'll find a way to convince you, just wait.
I deeply doubt it. But your naive ramblings do have a certain entertainment value.
Just say I have to go now.
Yes, you do.
Thanks for that, by the way. Alright, so... do we... No, I think we go this way. Let's go to the upper level. Go to the admin, and we're going to go right through here. Right through here. Now this is where he's going to attack you. Oh, no? Oh, there was a guy supposed to be here. Huh. Okay, whatever. So, when you come around here, there is a Mr. Broch that's in there. They locked up the teacher and everything like that, right? Now, if you come over to one of these things... Oh, the JSL password. There you go. That's exactly what we need. If we can... And we could unlock it that way, too. But let's just use the terminal. And we're going to unlock the cell door. Now, we'll read that in a little bit. Now we freed Mr. Broch.
It's been a while, kid. I guess the goat couldn't have predicted how you'd turn out, could it? Remind me to add a question about rescuing your teacher from the vault jail. If the vault ever goes back to normal, that is. By the way, while I was in there, I heard some worrying things from the guards. I heard one of the guards talking about some sort of plan to raid Amada and the rest of us. I didn't hear anything else, but I think he read it on the security terminal. So maybe you can find more there. I'm sure it's bad news for us all.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. You don't have to ask anything else. So if we come over to the desk terminal, and if we look at confidential, we don't know which chief officer did it, but a chief officer, basically what they're saying is that they're going to do a midnight raid and use live ammo, zero tolerance, and they were going to attack and potentially kill at least 2 that fight back. And they weren't going to inform the Overseer. So we take that note, and if we give that to the Overseer, we can basically tell him you don't have any control over your vault to begin with, and you don't, you can't control that. Now if we come over here, no, that's not that. We go into the Overseer's terminal. For a modest portion, if you do the external contact report, you can see that the Enclave visited the vault. And basically, the Overseer was like, no, we're not going to let you in. And they wanted to come in and look everything and everything like that. Now, I did do some research prior to this video. I don't remember if it's Fallout 1 or Fallout 2. Please forgive me if I'm offending any Fallout veterans here. I've been playing since 3, played 4, played 76, played New Vegas. I never played the first 2. I don't want to say I wasn't old enough, I just didn't have the game. Basically, in one of the games, Fallout 1 or Fallout 2, the Enclave do visit another vault, and they execute all the people in the vault. Like, really, really bad. So the Overseer actually protected them from the dangers of the Enclave. So, and you could look about a little bit of information on the people and everything like that, yada yada yada. You're more than welcome to pause this, guys, read it, whatever you need. It's just talking about, stuff. So now, and the other three are the same. So again, note, contact, report for the Enclave. Now, guys, in my opinion, I'm playing this from an opinion point of view.
What do you want?
I think that the people of Vault 101, the residents of Vault 101, should be able to leave. I think that they should open up the vault. Now, you are risking things like Enclave and the Raiders coming in. Fair enough. But to keep them isolated in here and everything like that isn't fair. They should be able to experience the wasteland and everything like that for trade and things like that. It would be a new community to where they might be able to take some people in. I don't know. That was always my thought. So, I believe I have a solution to the vault's problems.
To fix what you started? Go ahead and humor me.
I'm sorry, the rebels are right. You need to open the vault.
Oh, do you? What makes you think you know how better to protect this vault?
You can't even keep your security in line. They're planning to raid the rebels.
Damn it! I told them I won't let this degenerate into violence again. The vault simply can't take the instability anymore. But maybe you're right. They simply can't stand the pressure anymore. And now the purity and perfection of my vault is crumbling all around me. I wish I could share your optimism, but I suppose you have a point in your blathering way. My way won't save our vault's mission, but if I let them contact the outside world, I might be able to save its inhabitants. But I'm not the one to lead them in that. I'm stepping down as Overseer. I'll tell Amata that I can think of no more appropriate leader than she.
And we've gained karma. But to be honest with you guys, any choice that you choose to let them open up the vault or close down the vault, you'll gain karma. As long as you're just not coming in here blasting everybody to bits, you'll gain karma. We could follow him. He's pretty quick. But we're going to go see when he talks to Amata.
I never thought you'd be
Amata, everyone, listen closely. After a discussion with your friend, I've made an important decision. In my attempts to keep us all safe, I have been, perhaps, overzealous. Lives have been lost, but perhaps worse than that, lives have been stopped. And in my attempts to keep you safe, I have kept you from growing up. I know I have made these mistakes, and I would make them again if I had to do so. That is why I cannot remain your Overseer.
Father!
Amata, I appoint you Overseer in my place. You've proven you have what it takes to make hard choices for the good of the vaults. I'm just sorry I didn't understand that earlier. Consider it one of many mistakes I've made.
Thank you, Father. I'll do my best to keep us all safe, inside the vault and beyond.
You're welcome, my dear. And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel quite worn down. We'll deal with the details soon, in private. Until then, I'm sure there are people waiting to congratulate you.
Alright, now let's talk to Amata.
I just heard. My father says he's stepping down as Overseer. He won't tell me why, but I have to assume it's something you said to him. You and him? Civil? I expected you to change out in the wasteland, but not that much. But I guess we'll all be learning a bit about the outside now, won't we? As the new Overseer, I'm planning on opening the vault. This time, for good. It's a bright new day for the vault, but I'm afraid there's one thing that has to change.
Whatever it is, I'm glad to help.
I know you are. And on behalf of the vault, I thank you for all you've done. but there are still many who blame you for everything that happened. So I have to ask you to leave. I'm sorry, but the situation is just too delicate for you to stay. Please, if you really want to help the Vault, you have to go.
Imagine resolving an entire community, small community, small but still community, problem, literally on the verge of a civil war, if you will. Maybe that's a little over exaggeration. And then you solve the entire thing, help everybody, and then they banish you. That's why Dogmeat and Fox and I should have just came in there and just executing everybody with vengeance and Fox's Gatling laser. But you know what? We're doing a good playthrough, guys. We're doing a good playthrough. I understand. Goodbye, Amada.
We can never really thank you enough for everything you've done. It's not much, but take this with you to remember us by. It'll be a while before we're actually ready to go outside. But once the Vault is stable again, maybe we'll see you out there. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. But with luck, we'll meet again.
Okay, guys, and with that, it's time to leave Vault 101 forever. There are a couple people you can talk to if you're interested in. There are some things. Amada is cowering down. Mr. Brutch is right there. By the way, for a little cool thing, Andy was promoted to a surgeon, but just to show you guys something real quick, if you go over here to the framed quote, right, do not leave before getting this, guys. Unlock it. You have the bottle caps, you have a recording and schematics for the rocket launcher. We bought the other rocket launcher from Moira Brown. This will bring it to version 2.
Well, I guess it could be worse, but if I know Father, he's not just going to change his mind on this.
And with that, just to put this in a little bit more, listen to Home Sweet Home.
Here we are, nestled all safe and snug inside Vault 101. It's so cold.
It's good to see you again.
Hilda's still with Catherine gone. Oh, Catherine. I so wish you were here with me. How the hell am I supposed to do this by myself? Live down in this hole. Take child. But this is our life now.
Oh, come
So I guess I'd better get used to it. The overseer who runs the place is an overbearing bully. I've dealt with worse.
And just like that, guys, as if we're taking a look, one last look into Vault 101. And quest completed. Trouble on the Homefront. And for the second time, guys, we're coming out of Vault 101 into the Wasteland, this time at night with stars above us. Anyway, I hope that you guys, there is safety in mindfulness, folks. He says that a lot. For the final time, whatever, we are leaving Vault 101. But, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that, you did enjoy it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are having a great day, by the way. Thank you so much for watching.